Okay, we should be started now. I always have to pull up the browser just to
Just to be
confirm.
sure.
Yeah, just to
Me
confirm
too.
that this is correct
Well,
knowledge.
we are in fact live. Ladies, gents, neither, both in between. Let's get ready to read some motherfucking Homestuck, baby.
Woo! Knowledge.
We are in fact.
Oh, I always hate when I go to look and also my sound is turned all the way up, so like there's a moment of like echo.
Yeah, I
Oh
had the
yeah,
same moment.
Yeah.
me. I do that. It's
It's
so
worse
funny.
for me because then the viewers have to hear it.
Buh.
Let me post in the
Should I also
Discord.
post?
If I don't know if you want to. I feel like
I
that's
feel like that's posting a little too close together. So,
yeah.
which unfortunate, but I gotta share the links. I gotta share the links. Hold on, that's what I need to do.
All right, cool. We're here. Oh, people are in.
People are trickling in. We very much
All right.
appreciate it. I'm with this.
Hey, look, there's Ron. Hi,
Hi,
Ron.
Rod.
Yeah, sure, fuck it.
Hello, Ron. We love you.
Also,
I'm adding my server too.
Hell
hell
yeah.
yeah.
Get those bitches in here. Get everyone in.
Yes!
Because I wasn't here last time. Nice to meet you, Aiden.
Oh,
Hello,
hey,
nice to
Gino.
meet you too. I'm here now. I voice arguably the silliest character in Homestuck.
So true.
I voice the narration, and I also do Dave sometimes.
Sometimes. On
Dave is pretty
occasion,
silly.
it's been known to fucking happen.
Occasionally. Gino is just, ew, is that Bryce?
Apparently. Yeah, I called out of work for this, so it better be good.
Oh no.
I don't
Oh
think you
no.
called out
Uh-oh.
of work specifically for this, but
No. But I'm
Needed
excited to
be
be
here.
here.
It was also to snuggle with me for a couple extra hours, but
Yeah.
you know, it's fine.
God. All right. Do we want to get into the funny reading of Homestuck?
Oh my god, yes.
We do. I'm dreading this giant block of text, and I'm gonna need you to zoom in like 2 times as much
Really?
because babe, I'm blind as fuck right now. My vision is non-existent. I wonder why. Anyway, okay. Second half of Homestuck Act 2.
Hello,
Go.
Carcat Stone.
What?
They said hello.
They said hello, so we're here.
Hello.
Hello.
Calling out of work for Homestuck is true devotion. I agree, Beater B. Barker, aka our good buddy Ron. All right. B100, the long and short, the medium too. I may have been a bit hasty in advising you not to bother with the prototyping process. If I spare any detail, it was only to optimize your chances of survival. And if you find yourself begrudging the absence of certain instructions, which, if followed, would have resulted in your demise, then I guess that makes two of us. Otherwise, you're welcome. But the fact appears to be that prototyping the kernel sprite before making your getaway may offer the only opportunity to exercise control over your new environment, a place known as the medium. Also, if prototyped with one or two sufficiently, albeit loosely humanoid and or sentient elements, living or otherwise, it offers the chance to have all this explained to you by an apparitional guide through whatever sort of cryptic, sketchy doublespeak your choice of prototyping elements engenders. In lieu of this, you may be forced to settle for my clear, thorough explanations and assiduous dissection of raw data. Again, don't mention it. If you have made it to the medium with an unmolested vanilla sprite, well, I've already covered the bad news about this missed opportunity, and I will go into this further soon. Though to what extent this actually is bad news, I am not sure. I know only the result of my co-player's current configuration, wherein the sprite was prototyped once before the departure and once after. Which brings us to the good news, which is that you can still prototype after your departure and salvage the massively rewarding experience of haggling with an exposition-slinging phantom guide, so long as you avoid prototyping with terribly inert items, such as a brass door knocker, your father's pornography collection. Actually, that might be interesting. If you are struck by the spirit of such experimentation, please don't hesitate to contact me about it. So yes, you can enhance your sprite in this way, but doing so after your departure will no longer induce this effect on the medium I alluded to. That can only be accomplished with one or more pre-departure prototypings. In fact, we can extrapolate that there are only so many ways to prototype a sprite.
Sorry, I'm also getting music and stuff going on.
How
could you?
dare you?
Apologies.
How dare you interrupt me in the middle of my extremely important diatribe? Here's a prototyping in relation to departure. Both before, one after, both after, only one, either before or after, none. Those occurring before will affect the medium through the kernel's hatching process, and your guide, i.e. the sprite. Those occurring after will only affect the sprite. The effects this process has on the medium, or more globally, the insifosphere, are still vague to me. They have to do with flavoring the forces you will struggle against, and generally all forces at odds with each other in this realm. It has given me some insight into the nature of the game, which, again, I derive through extrapolation. We appear to be engaging an instance of a dimension with a highly flexible set of parameters, and a series of objectives surrounding an equally flexible mythological framework. This framework seems to begin as a sort of blank template and evolves with the player's actions, and likely further evolves with the addition of a more host/client connections, and thus more prototyped kernels. I regret to say I can't be much more specific than that without loosely extrapolating further. There are plenty of questions that have occurred to me, however. Questions concerning the kernel sprite, which I've raised implicitly already, such as what is the effect of an unprototyped kernel on the medium, or a doubly prototyped kernel for that matter, and even more salient questions about this dimension itself. Do all players worldwide make it to this dimension if they successfully complete their departure, or is a unique blank instance of the dimension created for each new player? I have no evidence, but instinct tells me it is closer to the latter situation. There is no indication of any other players present in this realm. Alterations in the realm seem singularly centered on the actions of my co-player and myself. If I had to stake anything on it, I would guess every separate client/server pair activates its own fresh copy of an insiposphere, or a unique session, if you will. But the quantity of players is a further complication which invites more questions. It seems the game was designed to suit two players most naturally, the server and the client. But through a mishap, my co-player and I have slipped out of the obvious tandem arrangement, and the only logical course of action to continue Playing is to string a daisy chain of server-client connections together until only one other player functioning as the server to my client and the client to my current co-player's server, assuming we can recover it. The strange thing is, though, in our instance of this dimension, there are 4 receptacles for divided kernels, not 3. Does this mean we were destined to have a 4-player chain? How could the game know such a thing? Perhaps it does, and if this proves to be the case, I trust I will be sufficiently numbed to the realization. I can consider nothing about this game surprising at this point, and in fact, from the first moments of play, it managed to deviate so far from my expectations that I completely forgot my original purpose with it. What my original purpose with it was. I had chances to test some information I obtained on good authority during the prototyping phases, but it completely slipped my mind. Instead, the game's catacombs, securing the dark, twisting paths to necromancy, were blundered into rather on accident. But perhaps you don't need to know any of this. Rethink organization? Lead may be waist deep in logoric sludge. Trim down, blah.
Oh, I am zooming out the wrong thing. I was like... She's not finished with this yet. Jeez, cut her some slack. Maybe you can go bug someone somewhere else for a while. Or at the very least, somewhere else. Somewhen else. Months in the past, but not many.
Sorry, excuse me. Hi, happy birthday, Rose!
Hello, and thanks.
Did you get John's present yet?
I just opened it this very moment. What a stunning coincidence you would ask about it now. I'm stunned.
Yeah, I know! What will you make with it?
And who said it was something from which something else could be made?
Well, John did tell me what it was, duh.
I suppose I'll take a stab at learning the craft. It's the least I can do in response to the subtle dig concealed in his gesture. He often tells me I need a new hobby when I make perfectly reasonable analytical remarks.
Oh, but Rose, I don't think he meant anything like that by it. By it? Fuck, my bad.
Oh, delightful. I'm sorry.
You see, not everybody always means the opposite of what they say the way you and Dave always do.
Maybe. His birthday is in a few months, isn't it?
Yep. I finally finished a present for him. I've been working...
So hard to tell when you're joking. Or if you're even capable of it.
I just mailed it too, so it is sure to get there on time. So yeah, fuck. Oh god, I'm out of it. My bad. Excuse me, folks, I'm off my Adderall.
So bad.
Mail takes a while to get anywhere from here.
I'll probably craft something with strong sentimental value. That should burn him.
I don't think you really mean that.
I guess not. So, shall I expect a green package dropped to my house via airmail from whatever screwball cranny of the globe you're tucked into?
No. Sorry, but you're kinda sorta hard to shop for. Besides, I have something for you today that I think you will like better than something in a box.
Oh?
It's a tip!
This is already intriguing enough to compensate for the grave scarcity of lavish gifts parachuting from the sky. Please go on.
Did you have a pet a long time ago that died?
Yes.
Okay, well, how did you feel about your cat? Did you love him a lot?
Okay, well, I didn't mention it was a cat or that it was male. Let's pretend I'm surprised and you're embarrassed and move on. To answer your question, I would describe my feelings towards the animal as lukewarm.
Okay. That's fine. It doesn't really matter, I think. What if someone told you you could play a game that would bring him back to life?
If someone told me that, I would regard the remark with a great deal of skepticism. If that someone was you, on the other hand, then I would have to ask preemptively, is that someone you?
Sorry. Yes, that someone is me! I just thought you might find it interesting.
So what is this game?
Oh, I don't know. I'm just saying is all. I think you'll hear about it later and maybe you can talk to John and Dave about it. They are way more into all that stuff than I am.
I'll see what the word on the street is about it. In due time. For now, I shall probably order a copy of Knitting for Assholes. It would be a shame if I ran late with John's present.
Dave.
Yippee!
Sorry.
You
everyone,
okay?
I'm lightly sick.
I know, and that's why I'm worried about you.
No, I'm fine. Dave, get katana. You captchalogue your katana. 2 + 1 + 2 + 1 + 2 + 1 = 9 divided by 10 = 9. And prepare to venture out into the apartment to retrieve your bro's copy of the game. But first, maybe, just maybe, Dave, retrieve dead bird.
Oh my god, this is my favorite.
Dude, that bird is long gone. It probably won't last long in this heat anyway. You don't even know what's up with this sick heat. The sun threatens to set, but won't step off. It's staring you down, like the big red eye of a hot needle skipping on a groove. Wait, oh my god, so loud.
Yeah, it is.
Skipping on a groove, it's tracing round the earth. While lingering in midair, its heat seems to suspend time itself, stretching it like warped vinyl. It's meant to rain this season, but there ain't been a drop in sight. Even a little drizzle would help. Might help to
Oh my
fizzle
God.
this. Might help to fizzle this sizzle. Sizzle a little bizzle. Set the record straight on this global turn tizzle. God.
I fucking
I
hate
hate
him.
him. I can't
I
stand
hate
him.
him so much. I cannot stand Dave Strider. Positive / positive.
Hi, chat.
Oh my god, hi Sunny. I mean, Grimbo. Sorry, fuck. I keep getting mixed up with your damn account name because it's the wrong account!
So
Stop
don't
using it! What is wrong with you?
So don't change the dizzle, turn up a little. I got a living room full of fine dime brizzles, waiting on the pizzle, the dizzle and the shizzle. G to the bizac, now ladies here we gizzo. When the pimp's in the crib, ma, drop it like it's hot. Drop it like it's hot. Drop it like it's hot. English romantic poet, John Keats.
I'm pretty sure John Keats wrote that.
Yeah, 100%.
100%.
That
I love
poeticism could have come from no other source, clearly.
English romantic poet.
Dave, exit your room and go into the living room.
Modern Shakespeare, guys.
So true. Sorry, little dude, coming through. Gotta put you down for a bit. You figure you've left him hanging long enough. Dave, hastily enter the room with wild abandon. You barge in and see a familiar face, a friendly face. You stand in the living room. Your bro spends most of his days here. At night, he crashes on the futon over there. You don't see him anywhere, though. There's a puppet chest he stores little Cal in, and little Cal in when he takes him out on gigs. But when he's home, he usually leaves Cal on display somewhere. And with good reason, because Cal is totally sweet. So sweet. Man. Dave, pity to fool.
Forgot about Puppet Mr. T in his
Mr.
little
T.
thong.
And,
I hate it
puppet
here.
Chuck Norris right next to him.
Oh, I forgot that was Chuck Norris. He was not as
Oh god, Chuck
recognizable to
Norris,
me.
this just aged the fucking comic. God, I just realized what time
Dude.
zone this in.
Fine, baby.
God, fucking Chuck
2009.
Norris.
We love 2009.
A Carkalicious 2009, if you will.
A Carkalicious
Indeed.
2009. God. It's your brother's Mr. T puppet, which of course is kept in the apartment with a sense of profound humorous irony. But as usual with your bro's exploits, it is no ordinary irony, or anything close to a pedestrian Tier 1 ironic gesture, which is a meager single step removed from sincerity. This is like 10 levels of irony removed from the original joke. It might have been funny like 8 years ago to joke about Mr. T and how he was sort of lame, but that was the very thing that made him awesome and badass, and that his awesomeness was also sort of the joke. But in this case, the joke is also the joke, and that degree of irony itself is also the joke, and so on.
God.
Only highly adept satirical ninjas like you and your bro can appreciate stuff like this. It's cool taking stuff that other people think is funny, but you know really isn't, and making it funny again by adding subtle strata of irony, which are utterly undetectable to the untrained eye. Also, for good measure, Mr. T is wearing a leather thong and handcuffs, and is handcuffed to a pantsless Chuck Norris puppet. God, you hope you can be as good as your bro at this someday. You'd never tell him that, though.
Listen. Chat, everything else, yeah, I mean, I knew we were in the 2009 time zone and stuff like that, but the Chuck Norris just solidified it. That's all it did.
No, because everything else is like, at least like, it's like, oh yeah, we're like somewhere in like the early 2000s. And then Chuck Norris was just like, all right, we're in 2009.
It was fucking Chuck Norris, dude.
Honestly. Also, of course, Scarlett, very good dub. Enjoyed it. There's totally no one else in here who was a part of that dub. That was very good. Looks over at you, Pearls.
I'm sorry. I'm eating a candy. Leave me alone.
It's all good. Dave, find little Cal and give fist bumps. Cal's nowhere in sight. All you see is a bunch of your bro's weird nude puppets strewn about around haphazardly. You guess these things are kind of cool. Sort of. Dave, play a game on the Xbox.
Dude, awesome.
It looks like your bro was playing. It's not like him to leave in the middle of some totally intense gaming. Not like him to misplace Cal either. Man, you hope the little guy's all right.
Man, what the fuck is wrong with bro?
Honestly. Of course you're not late, Dimensional. You would never be late. Oh, there you are, dude. Didn't see you there.
Chuck Norris was once bitten by a snake, and after 3 agonizing days, the snake died. Jesus Christ.
God.
I'm dead.
We be chill today, Cal? Yeah, you better fucking believe we be chill. Cal is the man. Dave, resist great urge to play Bros Xbox. You fail to resist the urge. You start thrashing up stunts, something uncanny brutal on your quest for mad snacksio, and get this way rude hunger under control. Shit is basically flying off the hook. It's like shit wants nothing to do with that hook. The hook is dead to that shit.
The hook is dead to that shit.
But you get stuck in some poorly modeled 3D fixture or something, like a railing or piece of the wall. You'll have to reset. Fuck this shit. It does look
Literally
like
cannot
Scout
take
TF2.
any part. I cannot take any part of Dave's shit seriously. I swear to God, I always find myself chuckling when I read it.
It's because it's so unserious. It's so unserious.
It's so
silly.
yes.
Dave, give Lil Cal a bro fist bump. Hi. I apologize. Oh man.
Don't die.
I will try not to. Oh man, you almost forgot. Gotta give the Seaman some props. Dave, check out your bro's sweet gear.
My best friend has an actual IRL plush of Lil Cal,
That's so
and it's
good.
terrifying.
My friend also has, like, a real life plush of Lil Cal, and, like,
Oh God.
they keep saying, like, no, like, it's, like, actually fucking cursed. Like, if you have to be nice to him, because if you beat him up, something will happen bad that day. Like, if you, like, beat
Oh
up
my
on the
God.
doll or, like, throw him or disrespect him in any way, some bad luck thing
You
will
gotta give him
happen
a
that
fist
day.
bump, God.
Yeah, like, legit.
That's so terrifying. I would burn down the house, God.
We don't want to know the wrath of him being burnt.
Oh God, I don't. No, never. What do you even do with that? You like lock it in a box and bury it deep underground?
At that point, you just treat it like the fucking Annabeth doll.
Yeah, Annabelle. Fucking God.
Annabelle, yeah.
What's happening?
God.
We're talking
Fucking
about
Did I
little
miss-
Cal is
cow
Annabelle.
dolls.
We're
Oh.
talking, yeah, cursed little cow dolls.
I've seen a couple. Have you seen
Yeah.
that Furby Lil Cal? That one's my favorite.
No.
No, I haven't
you
seen
need
that.
to
Oh my
show me
God.
the
Mhm.
Furby little cow.
I don't know if I can find it, but I will try.
This needs to be seen.
Your bro
I'll
has
go on a
so
hunt.
much. Hell yeah. Your bro has so much sweet gear. It's hard to keep up with it all sometimes. Here's his computer. Here's his computer setup. He's usually got a lot of stuff cooking on here at any given moment. Since he's not around, you might as well sneak a peep. Anna cow, God.
Oh my God.
Your bro's computer is password protected, of course, to protect all the incredible top secret shit he's got on the burners. Of course, you know what the password is, and he knows you know it, and you're both cool with that because the password is the most awesome thing it can be. You enter the password. On the desktop is a hodgepodge of unnamed folders to store all the stuff he's working on. No one can decipher his organization system but him. He also tends to use the application complete bullshit to keep up with the ludicrous amount of websites and news feeds he monitors to stay hip to the scene.
Hey Mo.
What?
Everyone's saying that you are quieter comparatively to everyone else.
Let me fix that.
Turn up that motherfucking gain.
Yeah. I'm turning up the gain as well as on here as well. Yeah, my bad. Hi. Is it better now?
Chat, you decide. You decide.
Ha ha ha! One. Sorry, that
don't-
reminded me of that.
I don't know why you saying you decide, just my brain just fucking went to the, like, epic rap battles of history.
I was thinking it too. Yeah.
Oh my God.
Oh, awful.
You decide.
You decide.
John Egbert. Dave Strider. Begin.
Also, I showed a group of people in another server the John Egbert versus Carcat rap battle on the VOFT channel,
Oh God.
and
I didn't know that was a thing.
it is, and it's awful.
Bad.
It is awful.
Really bad.
Oh my God.
We watched through the entire thing, and now the specific panel of Carcat saying maybe it's time that you become a homosexual is a sticker in that server. And oh my God.
Oh my Lord. Wow.
Pearls,
They said you sound fine now.
I'll have to show you that because
Yeah.
oh my God, it's so bad.
I need to see. Oh my God. Jeez.
Dave, open complete bullshit. This is complete bullshit. Dave, check if Sweet Bro and Helly Jeff has a sweet update. Your bro keeps up with your projects in his aggregator, just like you keep up with his. He's tuned into your sweet various blogs, and of course, Sweet Bro and Helly Jeff. You navigate to the latest comic in one of the many bullshit feed bans.
Oh God, wait, which one is the? Oh, I know this. The big game.
Oh, this one.
Yeah.
God. Can we have that for the VOFT channel? Yeah, I'll ask them to give me the I can make the screenshot. I don't know why I'm asking them for it. I'll make it and put it in I'll make it a sticker in the VOFT channel.
bad, evil. Is that why I keep saying it? Is that what that sticker is from?
That's
'Cause I
what that
keep seeing-
sticker is from. It's from the VOFT rap battle.
Oh my god.
Insane, actually. I'll be so real with you. I have all but blocked the VOFT rap battle out of my brain. Like, I don't remember its contents at all just because I was so vehemently...
To this day, I still have the entire thing memorized and can do it.
No!
Off the dome.
Please no. I think it's funny, like, when I was in VOFT initially, I did not watch any VOFT.
Me neither.
Fair. I've noticed that
Neither
like,
of us had ever heard of VOFT until, I don't know, we were in it.
I've noticed that a lot of VOFT members don't watch VOFT, and that's just kind of.
I
like,
have. I've seen you guys prior.
Oh,
I've
shit.
seen you guys.
I think the
Did you
only
really,
VOFT
or are
videos
you
I
just
ever
being
watched
nice?
I
were-
did. I'm straight up.
Hell yeah.
I'm being so real.
So valid.
I'm so glad. Welcome.
Yeah.
Welcome to the
Yeah.
team.
Welcome to the team. Now that you're here now.
Yeah, I've seen a couple videos. Yeah, that were about like 2 to 3 years ago. Yeah.
Okay.
Hmm.
I had another person recently tell me the phrase specifically. It's like, oh yeah, I grew up watching your guys' videos. Which is
Like,
just,
what do you mean you grew up?
yeah. Which, like, it shouldn't surprise me because
How old are you?
I was 15
Okay.
when VOF started. Like, when I started, like, the whole VOF thing. And now I'm an adult, so I guess, like, they were also there. Because, like, someone was like, oh, yeah, like, when you started VOFT and, like, started posting on VOFT, I was 13 and just got into Homestuck. So I've been watching you, like, since the beginning, and I was like, that's so fucking crazy. That's so fucking crazy.
That's yikes.
Wow.
Yeah, I remember
I was an
remember first
adult.
meeting Gino and Gino finding out.
Yeah, he's talking about that in chat.
Yeah. Back in the Annie
Hmm?
days. Oh, I love Annie. I miss Annie.
Really?
Yeah. Because the first time I met Gino was through a Homestuck role-playing. A Homestuck role-playing server. And now he's...
Oh, I love that.
And now he's in VOFT. VOFT started in 2015.
Insane. I know that me and Bryce joined in 2017.
You said
2017.
when?
I
Yeah.
was an adult when I
20
joined VOF
hang-
for the first
hey.
time.
2015.
Insane.
Oh my good god.
It's been it's been like 8 years. It'll be 9 years in December.
I was like fucking 10. I had to do the math. Oh my god.
Yeah. I get it. I'm
Yeah.
old. I understand. It's fine. You don't have to keep telling me. Fucking hell, dude.
Shaking and screaming right now.
God. VOFT history lessons are always fun. 14 when you watched us in 2016. Absolutely crazy. Since
It was. You don't want to know how old I was in 20. I'm done. I'm over it. I'm leaving. Anyway, okay.
I was 16 in 2016. It's crazy.
I was 17.
Wait, 20. Hang on. I need to do the math. I'm so dumb. I failed math. Give me a second.
2015 was 9 years ago. It's crazy.
Yeah, I was like 10 when you guys started.
That's so wild. Yeah, no, literally I've watched like Gino and I have known each other for so long and we've both watched each other like grow.
I'm spiraling. Yeah, vibe.
Time isn't real.
Time is
I'm
real.
also spiraling. I hate the implacable march of time.
It's
Everything sucks.
I
Fucking hell.
I want to sue the concept of time. Can we sue the concept of time? Is that like a thing that we can do?
Maybe.
Who invented time? I need to have a word with them.
I don't want to think about how old I am this year.
Fair.
I don't want to think about how this year is my fucking 10-year high
Isn't
school
Pearl's birthday coming
graduation
up too? Yes,
anniversary.
It is.
So
Pearls, when's your birthday?
January 12th.
Oh shit.
Oh wow.
holy
Yeah.
fuck, like soon.
Yeah, like soon.
Yeah.
Crazy.
I know.
Happy birthday ahead of time.
Yeah.
Yay! Thank you.
Yeah.
I'm sure we'll see you next week, but
Yeah.
fucking
Well,
Which will be
I
even
won't.
closer.
So happy birthday.
Actually, wait, is next
I
Friday?
happen to explode next week.
Next Friday would be your birthday. I would understand if you would not want to stream on your birthday.
yeah.
I don't know what I'm gonna do on my birthday. I'd have to ask like my mom and dad what they're planning.
That's
Oh,
so fair.
speaking of, yeah.
Hmm.
What's up? No, I don't think so.
The
I've
mouth.
had my headphones on, so I'm not sure.
Make time stop
Whoopsie.
going fast. Honestly, yeah.
It's felt like a million years and also like zero time at all. So
Honestly.
But my family might take me out. I might
Oh no.
That's
stay
fair.
home and
Oh, no.
watch.
Oh
movies
no!
and
Oh my
play
god!
Splatoon.
Oh my fucking god!
That's
She
fair.
fucking did.
What?
Just
my
Because you
God,
said your
they're gonna
family would
take
take
you
you
out.
out.
Oh god,
Fucking-
yeah.
they're
Sorry,
gonna
guys.
fucking murk you. Oh my god!
Yeah, I'm sorry, man. They just
I
thought
don't
it
even
was
know
too
how
much
old
and I
you're
needed
gonna
to be
be,
put
but-
down.
Fucking hell! They're like you've gotten old enough.
It's like when
You've
you're
gotten old enough. It's
when you're
fine.
13 is when you first get your name, and when you turn when you turn an age, they put you down.
Yeah, see, I was apparently too much and adopted or whatever they said. That's what my dad keeps telling me. It's fucked up and it's mean.
That is extremely fucked up and mean.
Ugh.
Fuck, was I knitting or purling? I
It's
hate
silly,
you.
but no, seriously.
I know. I keep. Listen, I got up to eat a snack, and then we were having this nice conversation about the ceaseless march towards our doom that is time. And we were talking about birthday things, and I just picked up my knitting project again, and I'm just like looking at it blankly. I was like, was I knitting or was I
Dimensional-
purling?
Last time. This was the issue last time.
I
Time is
know.
a circle.
Time is a
Dimensional,
circle.
You were a member of VOFT in like 2016ish. Yeah.
We joined in 2017.
Yeah, and I believe Dimensional was there at that point.
Yeah,
Yes, he was.
Yeah.
he was already there.
He had been an established character.
Yeah, in VOFT canon.
Yeah.
My brain feels fucking broken.
Yeah.
God.
Anyway,
Dave, mouse over the orange strip containing plush rump. Another one of your bro's many ironic websites. The difference here is that he rakes in thousands of dollars a month through this enterprise. Smuppets are a multi-billion-dollar a year enterprise, and it's awfully hard to resist taking a firm squeeze from the plump udder of that cash cow. Dave, stop wasting time and look for Bro's beta. Do you think Bro makes those by hand? Do you think Bro makes
Yes.
Smuppets by hand?
I think that
Per
he
chance.
sews them lovingly by hand.
Yeah.
I don't think that
100%.
he would trust anyone else to craft his masterpieces. I don't
What kind
think
of man
that
do you think he is?
a dude who would subject a small child to his porn
Yeah.
empire.
Yeah, pretty much. You guess.
Nasty for real.
Yeah, you guess you've messed around on this computer long enough. Better get a move on before it's too late for Rose. Or worse yet, your bro catches you. But, my god, the rumps, they are transfixing. You know this is ironic and all, and your bro reaches echelons of irony you can only dream of daring to fathom. But on rare occasions, when your guard is down, it all seems just a tad unsettling to you.
The trauma is setting in.
Yeah.
Oh god.
Boy, he turning.
Boy, he'd be turning. Oh, hey. Hey there, Cal. Dave, give little Cal a nervous fist bump. You are sort of starting to flip the fuck out without losing your cool. Without losing your cool, of course. Dave, pester John to ease your nerves.
Oh boy.
You get Egbert on the line again to give him the lowdown on your progress. You feel it's important to keep the wires hot, but he's not answering. You wonder what that guy is up to.
Hey, what is up? What happened with the monster that is definitely in your room? Did you kill it? Where are you, man? Anyway, things are cool here. Totally cool. Puppets are still awesome. No problem with them or anything. Like, just really, really awesome.
Yeah, I bet.
Poor baby.
God. Looks like Rose is finally logged in again. Didn't John say her house was burning down? You wonder if she's on fire yet or what. Dave, pester Rose.
Oh, there you are. John said your house is burning down. Are you on fire yet or what?
Oh fuck, that's me, isn't it?
It is.
My bad. No, for now I've retired to the safety of a smaller building, which is much closer to the forest fire threatening my residence.
Oh, well, that's a relief. John told me to get the game to help you out of there. That's not at all what that sentence says, but I'm just going to keep on rolling, get you out of there. So I'm working on that now.
Working on it?
Yeah, my bro's copy. Long story. Hey, don't tell John this, but I think he might have been right about the puppets. They're sort of starting to freak me out a little.
You're referring to your brother's collection?
Yeah, I mean, don't get me wrong. I think it's cool and all, the semi-ironic puppet thing or whatever, or semi-ironic. Man, I don't even know. I'm just starting to think some of this shit is going a little far, and it's kind of fucked up.
Sorry.
How dare you?
I'm sorry.
How could you?
I've seen his website. I've seen his websites. I like them.
Yeah, well, you would. Oh man, I wish little Cal wouldn't look at me like that with those dead eyes. Jesus. Sometimes I dream that he's real and he's talking to me, and I would wake up in a cold sweat and basically flip the fuck out.
Interesting.
Oh god, why did I just have to tell you my dreams? You're gonna have a field day with that.
I am currently scrawling notes furiously into one of the many psychoanalysis journals I maintain for you. Published papers forthcoming. Because, you know, it's not like either of us have anything better to do at the moment than to evaluate each other's radically debilitating pathologies.
Yeah, I'm gonna get moving. Oh, have you heard from John? He's not answering me.
He won't answer me either. But I'm watching him. I suspect he is preoccupied with the fact that he just had a bucket of water dumped on his head by the ghost of his dead grandmother, who also happens to be dressed like a clown.
All right, I'm out. Later.
Second. Oh god. Seconds in the future, but not many.
John, what are you doing? Snap out of it. We ought to discuss what your grandmother told you, don't you think? Fine. Enjoy your stupor. I'll go about my business elsewhere.
Rose, deploy the punch design X.
John, whenever you read this, you should know I put the shale you collected to use and finally deployed the punch design X. It is in your study. I can only drop it, though. You'll have to be the one to mess around with it and see what it does. When you're finished with your weird histrionics, maybe you could give it a try. I'm updating my walkthrough, and it would help to know what it does.
Oh my god, bastards.
Also, I should probably warn you that your house and yard are completely infested with monsters now. Try to be careful.
So I can see. Stupid lousy imps. They're mucking up all my cool stuff.
Oh, There you are.
Oh, yeah. Sorry. I'm not sure what came over me there. I was acting really crazy for some reason. But my head feels like it's clearing up. I think I'm alright now. John, rebuild the claw hammer and return it to Specibus. You're getting way better at this sort of thing. John, confront Pogo Ride to prepare yourself for Nana.
Oh my god.
Thank God your sanity has returned so you can entertain extremely rational, coherent thoughts like this one. You examine the Pogo Ride from the bathroom window. You do not like what you see.
Oh my god.
So what were the controls on this one? How do you pogo?
You
Oh.
click it a bunch.
Oh yeah.
Or you go back and forth on the arrow keys, I don't remember.
it's something.
Shake the living daylights out of him.
Those sons of
They're
bitches.
for-
No one risks
Wow.
painful injury on your green slime ghost pogo ride. No one but you. Rose, drop something heavy on one of those imps.
Hey, where'd you get that piano?
Rose, my piano! Aww.
Sorry, no nuance to these controls at all. I was hoping to bludgeon the imp without letting go of it. I guess I can't really do that. A broken piano isn't the end of the world, though.
I guess you're right.
You'll need to pick up the spoils in person. I can't interact with the grist.
So, that means I have to go out the back door?
Yes? Is there a problem?
Well, it may sound dumb, but I was hoping to avoid Nana and all her spooky ghost cookies.
You're right. That does sound dumb.
Can you see her in the kitchen?
Yeah,
What's she doing? Is she baking?
you could say that.
Are you sure you can't get the grist up to me somehow?
Maybe.
Rose, use Pogo Ride to fling grist through window. Doesn't look like that grist is going anywhere. You just never know with these gaming abstractions. Rose, drop Pogo Ride in John's bathroom. John, get grist.
Here you go. Now why don't you check out the exotics? You can do that while I get to work.
On what? Piano, level up for slaying the imp. The piano in its valiant effort has unfortunately been slain, but if it hadn't, it would have raked in so many boon dollars, you have no idea. So many. Rose.
Wow.
It's time to build. Dude, the piano was ready to get leveling up.
So true.
Rip
What
piano.
is Nana cooking? I don't know.
Looking at that gas, dude.
Nana said to build, so that's what I'm doing.
Oh, yeah, okay.
But this sure is going to take a lot of build grist. It looks like you're going to be busy, John.
Blarg. Well, what are you building?
Stairs. They are fairly expensive, actually.
Oh man, I could have warned you about the stairs, Rose.
Haha. I get it.
I'll try recouping some of the grist from the catwalk I built earlier.
It keeps happening.
God.
Huh, good. Looks like I can get a refund on earlier allocations.
I told you, Rose. I told you about the stairs.
Okay, consider me fully briefed on the matter of stairs. Now, if you don't mind, it's hard enough to concentrate on this without immersing ourselves in Strider's non sequitur.
Did you know he thinks puppets are cool?
Does he?
He's so dumb. Rose, use build grist to construct observation tower on roof. Okay, you obviously don't have enough grist yet for something that ambitious, but you can get started with something of a foundation for upward construction at least. John, check cabinets for imps or useful items. I love how, like, it's this base, and then this little square is just a tower that builds over time.
Yeah.
Right.
No imps in here, just a lot of shaving cream. Dad loves shaving. It's basically all they do. When they're not baking, that is.
Of
John,
course.
bring 2 cans of shaving cream. You capture like 2 cans of shaving cream, just in case. You never know when you'll need to bust out a hilarious shaving cream Santa beard to ratchet up your prankster's gambit. Your telescope goes flying out the window. John, ride pogo ride. Favorite thing is that you basically never need support beams. Everything can just stack, pretty much.
Oh, sorry, they didn't implement that update yet, guys.
Yeah. Physics in Spurb
Spurb?
is just, yeah. Hi, welcome to, I forgot the name of Spurb. Physics and Spurb are just not implemented.
Yeah, it's a little too much for them, you know, they kind of ended the world when they finished, so, you know.
Yeah, ending the world,
There's-
easy shit. Implementing a physics engine? Ooh.
That's too much.
I don't know about
You
that.
can't- I don't know, man. We're already pushing it with the graphics, let's just leave it at that.
Lamau.
It's a little cramped in here for any sort of proper reckless pogoing. You'll just grab it and hang onto it until the right moment presents itself. The towel floats back down onto the rack. The circle of stupidity is complete. Rose, check up on Nanquin and see what's cooking.
God damn. I want to eat all of them. I'd eat them. I love cookies.
God, same.
Especially if they're freshly baked. Are you kidding me? It's certainly better than birthday cake, I think.
See, you said I would eat
Hundo
all of
percent.
them, and then my brain started thinking about how imps taste.
Probably like oil.
Like oil, yeah.
That's so fair. Yeah, they would taste like oil. Cool. That's the answer to that question.
Huh.
What? Huh?
John, make your way to the study.
He can't. He's being harassed.
Gino, I'm making a Spurb enemy taste tier list.
Please do that.
That'd be certainly interesting.
Please post that in the VOFT chat when you're done with it. It looks like the imps have taken a shining to the Cruxtruder. Cruxite and black goo everywhere.
I
John,
want to eat Cruxite.
Me too. It looks so crunchy.
it does look
like it
really
would-
good.
I don't know. Like, I feel like it would have a texture somewhere between those, like, those, like, crystal candies you see on, like,
Oh my God,
TikTok and
yes.
shit.
You know what it looks
Like
like?
that.
It looks like a
Where it's
big
kind of
push
crunchy on the
pop.
outside and jelly on the inside. Or that.
Does.
Or that. I don't know. I think it's a hybrid. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I feel like it's crunchy on the outside and chewy on the inside. That is my final answer.
Okay, yeah. John, ride Slimer Pogo and one-up that imp. Well, okay, it's not a Slimer Pogo, but you mount it anyway and brandish your deadly armaments. John, ride your steed to victory. There is no way he can control that thing. This is incredibly dangerous. John, flip the fuck out.
Yeah, but he's slaying with it though.
Let's see how they like the old double barrel lather blaster. Whoops! Oh shit!
Tag yourself. I'm the one with the pie tin.
Yeah.
I'm the one on the couch.
Would you like to be our good friend the mayor again?
Oh, I guess so.
Oh my god,
Mr. John respectfully asks that you please stand up. Will the real John Egbert please stand up?
yay! That was perfect.
God. Oh, that's a good point, because the Cruxite totems are carved all the way through, so they would have to be
Right.
hard all the way through.
No. In my heart.
In your heart.
Because the stuff that I'm thinking about, I'm not thinking it's like liquidy. I'm thinking it's like a hard, like really chewy gummy that you could similarly carve. You know what I
think
mean?
it looks like a Jolly Rancher.
Still stiff enough. I don't know.
Yeah. Don't move or the pogo gets it.
Also, boy, flee from this boorish rabble post haste. Sir?
Nice abscond, dude. I love that he does like a Sonic like spin dash there.
Yeah,
Oh
yeah.
my god.
Refrigerator. Level up for slaying the imp.
Wow.
The refrigerator
Frames like
skyrockets.
this is...
What?
Sorry. I was about to say frames like this really make me appreciate just how unique Homestuck is.
Yeah.
You know,
The
I just-
refrigerator.
wow.
What? Yeah, no, it
Just
definitely
wow.
is a webcomic. The refrigerator
of 'em.
skyrockets up the echelon ladder to a new rung, 5-star General Electric, and earns 285 boon dollars. Things are really looking up for this feisty appliance.
Done, John. Polite congratulations.
For some reason, you feel a sense of positive reinforcement. Wherever that feeling is coming from, it sure is a welcome change from your erratic moods earlier.
Now, my civil fellow, I have a well-mannered query to ask. I blocked the entrance to the study to give you some space to work with the design X. John, imps behind you? Should I take care of it? You trapped your PDA again, didn't you? Well, I did have to pick up all that Why did you have to pick up all that stupid shaving cream? So pointless.
Rose, drop something heavy on those imps.
oh my god.
Jesus. I didn't realize she drops it through the fucking house.
I did not remember that. God.
Oh yeah, because
Insane.
That's how they get a view into John's dad's room.
Right.
Oh yeah. Oh my
Yeah.
god.
It's all coming together. John, why'd I bother you for a can opener?
Oblivious to the commotion behind you, suddenly you find yourself pondering the whereabouts of a can opener. You think there is probably one in the kitchen, but the path is blocked by your refrigerator. John is completely unresponsive. What the hell is that nincompoop doing? Years in the future.
Her, are you fucking stupid? Me.
Anyway. Mood.
What?
Just the
That one
last
for
panel.
John.
Okay.
Are you stupid? Me. This gif.
Uh,
But let's not get totally carried away here. A studious eye darts in the page, darts about the page like a honeybee gathering the nectar of wisdom.
Hey.
I wish I had actual paper to rip for sound effects. but-
Yeah.
Wait, I do. Hold on.
I'm just
Hold
imagining
on.
Minecraft munching sound effects.
I did it. Oh, that was really good, actually. Oh, fuck me. I'm not doing it. Anyway,
Oh,
I need you to zoom in. It's for ants. Z301 Appendix 3 Screen Captures Part 1. I can't take as many as I'd like to for comprehensive documentation. For what it's worth, here's what I've managed to collect so far. More captures forthcoming. Co-player John assesses environment after transportation to medium, followed by Sprite sans kernel, prototyped once pre-hatch. Completely useless in this form. Severed from the suburban grid, house remains mysteriously powered. Convenience presumably facilitated by game, which perhaps deems navigating a powerless house to be a handicap less in keeping with spirit of the game's principal statement of challenge. Internet connection remains stable as well. Will likely remain stable until the internet itself is compromised by some external threat. Something like, let's say hackers. Spades, please don't step all over my knitting project. I am fucking begging you right now, little man. Cats and yarn, am I right? Fuck me. Alright.
Honestly.
Kill monsters, get grist, build onto the house. That's the game. Didn't know what the point of this was at the time. Floundering trial and error on exhibit. Unsuccessful attempt at Tier 2 prototyping. Knowing what I know now, I might have avoided using backbreaking Vada...
Vadimecum?
Mecham. For practical jokesters rife with antiquated lexicon and racist aphorisms. Either that or I might have tried harder to succeed. Damn, Rose. Final screen capture before I lost my internet signal for a time. I don't know what happened thereafter, but when I returned, the car was nowhere to be found, and the driveway plateau was in a state of disrepair. The mysteries, will they ever cease? Sprite prototype once more with grandmother's remains. She treats John to some helpful exposition in a friendly and maternal manner. Co-player has displayed inexplicably capricious behavior since arrival. Stress-related? Contracted virus indigenous to realm? It should be noted he was kind of a weird guy anyway.
bruh. You can't do him like that.
I can and will.
Oh.
Will you please stop trying to consume our pizza? I am...
You hungry?
The cat is being particularly ornery and capricious at the moment.
Do you want me to come get him?
No, but if I could have you retrieve this plate.
Sure.
Designix deployed, but no clue what this does. At mercy of co-players' foolish prioritization tendencies. No, I just need it not here, where he can... He is very sweet, and I enjoy him very much, but...
Spade Slick is obviously a menace.
Clearly.
A villain.
Truly.
Living up to his name once again. Grist payload from slain foe. Whether I deal the damage or co-player does, yield is same. Though I have a significant advantage in battle, taking measures into my own hands deprives John of hand-to-hand combat experience, which ostensibly will become more critical later.
Alright, wrong one.
The point. building upward, the point sharpened and direct. Apologies, I was taking a moment to be funny.
Oh.
Ah. Steeds, what steeds? Has the whirlwind a home in your manes? Is there a sensitive ear alert as a flame in your every fiber, hearing the familiar song from above? All in one accord, you strain your bronze chests and hooves, barely touching the ground, turn into straight lines, cleaving the air, and all inspired by God, it rushes on. I have no idea what he's doing here. Another one of these things. Really, Egbert family? Really? A view of his kidnapped father's room. I can't see in here for some reason. Perhaps this is because John himself has never entered the room. Is it possible that I can see only, in a sense, what John can see, or has seen already? I have not found the time to discuss this with him yet. If he enters the room, the question may answer itself.
Rose, construct a loft above John's room.
Seem cheaper than stairs. Oh dear.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's also Mare.
Hello, John. It appears we have reached an impasse.
Yes, it seems so.
The opener dilemma remains unsettled, most unfortunately.
It is unfortunate, I guess. What were we talking about again?
But it has been a pleasure nonetheless.
Thanks for the courtesy. It's not really necessary, but thanks anyway.
Oh, but thank you.
Okay.
Thank you so very, very much, dear favorable small primate.
Oh.
Hold on, I gotta do this for dramatic effect real quick. Okay, we're good.
I feel so bad for Rose. Hang in there.
It's like, I am literally about to die. Fuck all of you.
John shitting around doing whatever he's doing, and Dave is being Dave.
Rose fighting for her damn life.
She really is. Truly. I shall take my leave now, John. Until next time.
Wait, where did all this sweet loot come from? And why is it there? Why is there suddenly a crumpled hat on your head? John, gather grist. Examine Designix. Feeling especially economical with your behavior suddenly? You scoop up all the grist in the room and turn your attention to the Punch Designix all in one fell swoop. The device features a countertop station design with a keyboard setup, not unlike an old-fashioned computer. There is a blinking red light and a diagram etched into the panel. Rose, answer Dave.
Holy shit. Okay, wait, hold on. Why am I getting this stupid game for you? You're the one who should be wrist deep in puppet ass.
No.
Is the specific problem?
The problem is, I am up to my goddamn neck in fucking puppet dong.
You know you like the mannequin dick. Accept it.
I am enrobed in chafing, wriggling, god-fucking-damned puppet pelvis. An obscenely long, coarse Kermit cock is being dragged across my anguished face.
No.
The poor, poor child. Let's put this into perspective. You put up with a puppet prostate because you love it. Also, coarse is a good word.
You don't seem to harbor any sympathy for the fact that I have burrowed fuck deep into the lively, fluffy Muppet buttock. I'm whirling in the terrible cyclone at the epicenter of my own personal holocaust of twitching foam noses. It's like a fucking apocalypse of perky proboscis here. Like the proboscalypse, I guess?
Fuck.
God.
Oh, sorry. Proboscalypse. Anyway.
Gino, post it in the VOFT chat. I need to see this.
Oh, I'm sorry. Are you going to start rapping about this?
What? No, listen.
Prong of flesh, bereft of home, found solace twixt a cleft of foam.
No, oh, Jesus.
Girl.
Apocalypse, your thoughts eclipse, a painted pair of parted lips that dare through kiss to stir the air, that teases tufts of orange hair, and though faces flush in lovers' fits, hands snug and plush as gloves befit.
Okay, Dickinson, if you can shut your perfumey trap for a half a second, this is serious. I'm just saying, if I see one more soft, bulbous bottom being like kind of jutting out and impudent or whatever, I'm gonna fly off the fucking handle. I'm gonna do some sort of acrobatic fucking pirouette off the handle and win like a medal or some shit.
And let's hope there will be a squishy derriere somewhere below the handle to break your fall.
Hey, Gino, I think you put Lord English a little too low. I think Lord English would
I'm
be
sorry?
spicier than that. If you Gino,
What do you mean by that?
Gino posted it in voice in the taste tier list in voice chat.
You can't just say that to me. No context? What is wrong with you?
I'm kind of losing my mind a little bit.
I
Cannot
agree.
describe it.
I agree that the denizens would be absolutely like delicacies, though.
Wow.
Wow, indeed.
And you've now
Aye.
posted into the memes chat on the base server, the community server.
You can't say things like Lord English would be more tasty. You can't. No.
Listen, I just think I have my ideas of what the meat
Cherub
of,
specifically would taste like.
the meat of whatever entity it is. what
I
it
feel
tastes
like a cherub would probably be slightly sweet if gamey, just because, you know, their diet does primarily consist of candy and or meat.
Yeah.
So it would be a bit gamey, and
Meat or candy.
I'm terrified right now.
it would be a bit gamey, and it would be ever so slightly sweet.
Yeah. No, but like when it comes to the denizens, I think that the denizens would taste amazing. That's just me, personally. John, observe back of the first visible capsulog card. You flip over the top card containing your pogo ride. Anytime you capture log something, a new code appears on the back of the card. You've always wondered what the code was for. Damn, these things are hard to read. But then, you've never really found any reason to decipher them. Until now, perhaps? John, examine reverse side of hammer card in Strife Specibus. That's so fair, because I imagine Lord English's skin to be felt.
No.
Really?
Yeah.
I
Pers-
imagine it to be just like
So he is like a kiwi, perhaps.
head
Yeah.
smooth, but like the rest like scaly and rough almost, except for like the
Kiwi.
clothing.
Okay. No, that's fair. Describing Lord
The head
English
is
as a
smooth though, because
kiwi
he is
so funny.
hideously bald.
Oh yeah, no, 100%.
Bald.
But it'd be
Well-
funnier if the skull was slightly fuzzy, like felt.
Yeah.
Like one of those felt Halloween skulls, perhaps.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Looks like cards from your Strife deck have codes too. John, enter captcha codes as seen on the back of the Pogo Ride card. You enter the code DQMMJLEK onto the keyboard. At least you think that's what the code is. A red light switches off. A green light begins blinking. John, type in NZ7UN6BI. In the interest of due diligence, you enter the other code and repeat the process on that card with that card too. Both cards are now punched with different hole patterns. John, attempt to retrieve Pogo from card. Oh, well, that should just be a simple matter of... Uh-oh. It looks like it's trapped now. You don't see how you can access the item anymore, or store a new item there for that matter. These cards are pretty much useless now, and the items they contain are toast. But maybe all is not lost. Recalling from your experience with the pre-punched card, you may be able to use the cards to replicate the items in question. Assuming you got the codes right, that is. John, mash keys heedlessly. Not quite through with your cowboy empiricism. Yeah, just yet. You mash the keyboard to generate a random code. You enter DSKJHSDK. The design X stops you after the after 8 characters, which appears to be the maximum length for a code. The green light goes on, signaling its readiness for a card. You figure you might as well burn the shaving cream since the product is not exactly at a premium in your household. You also figure you might as well merge the 2 cans onto 1 card. You're a little sad that your dad isn't around for this. You have a feeling he'd get a real kick out of the idea of duplicating more shaving cream. You punch the card with a pattern that is in no way related to the code for the item it contains. This should make for an interesting experiment. Mad science is a lot of fun. Unfortunately, you just burned another card in the process. Your deck is really dwindling now. Maybe you should have thought this through a little better. On the plus side, you just freed up your PDA, which is overflowing with the pent-up chatter of anxious pesters.
Indeed.
Oh dear.
John, answer your chums. Answer your chums.
Answer your chums. Puppets, awesome! That's really all there is to say on the matter.
Me when I'm upsetty spaghetti.
Turntide Godhead changed his mood to rancorous.
John,
I'm on Do
I'm
Not
about to
Disturb,
throw
don't hit me up.
bathtub through the wall. Watch out.
Wow, that was so totally unnecessary.
I disagree. I made a shortcut upstairs. I thought it would be a good idea to get up there and try the cards as soon as possible. Also, you weren't being terribly responsive.
You mean these stairs? Man, look at these shitty stairs. They're so narrow. I'm supposed to climb up those?
They're perfectly navigable. I'm saving on grist for now. If you keep slaying foes, collecting grist, and expanding the cash limit, we may not need to be so economical with our resources in the future.
No, I agree. Look at how thin those fucking stairs are, though.
That's amazing.
Like, that's like 1 foot size of, like, stairs. Like, that's a balance beam of stairs.
Indeed.
So, why didn't you just build a way up through the hole in my dad's room?
Have you ever been in there?
No?
Exactly.
Huh?
I'd rather not get sidetracked. I'm more interested in further exploring the mechanics of the game than watching you discover what sort of outlandish harlequin decor your father keeps in his room.
Oh, come on. What's the big deal? I'll just climb up and go right through it.
Will you?
Yeah, why not?
Are you saying you've never wondered what's in there? Or why it's been kept secret from you?
Well, I mean, yeah.
Then trust me, you won't be going right on through.
Wait, are you saying there's something, like, troubling in there?
I don't know.
What do you mean? What do you see in there?
I can't see in there,
Oh,
but I don't have a very good feeling about it.
whatever. I think I can handle a few more stupid clown paintings. Rose, move punch cards to John's room. Rose, drag some Cruxite dowels up to John's room. John, collect grist. Examine safe. You swoop up the bountiful supply of grist generated by your co-players' recent exploits. From now on, it'll probably go without saying that you'll nab any grist lying around without making a big fuss over it. You check out the busted safe, which has made a notable sacrifice in battle. Some of your father's odds and ends have spilled out, including some old newspaper clippings, and 2 rather hefty tomes. It's a fair bet that these books comprised at least half the weight of the safe. John, examine Family Tome of Humor. It's another copy of Colonel Sasker's daunting text of magical frivolity and practical japery. This one looks really old, perhaps an original printing. Could it be the same one involved with your grandmother's unfortunate accident on that fateful day? Dad would never speak a word about it, but Nana wouldn't be so tight-lipped. You give it a courtesy perusal. It appears to be similar to your reprinting, listing all the japes and chicanery you have come to know and love. You captchalogue it, thinking you may have to give it a closer look later. John, examine contents of safe. The Fatherly Gent's Shaving Almanac. You take a look at the other book. You're sure Dad thought this was a scintillating read, but it looks pretty boring to you. Maybe you'll crack into it someday when you're old enough to shave. Everything in this safe was obviously very important to your father. You wonder why he kept it locked away from you. Some things about him you will never understand. It seems he's been collecting scraps from the news over the year. These articles go back decades. John, look at the piece of paper taped to the wall. Son, if you are reading this, it means you are now strong enough to lift the safe. You are now a man. As such, you are entitled to what is inside. I know you will take this responsibility seriously. I am so proud of you. John, turn the card over. Two 4913. You guess this is the combination to the safe. This is completely useless. John, examine back of captchalogue card on the floor. You guess these are all zeros? Or are they capital O's? Zeros would probably make more sense for an empty card, you think. John, captchalogue the card.
Oh.
There it goes. John, Enter code on the back of card into Designix. John, punch card. Rose.
Apologies.
Alright, you're all good.
Wait, John. Before you punch that... Oh, I was about to say, if you first took note of the code, then remove the card from the card, you could have punched the blank one. You would only have burned one card instead of two.
Oh yeah, you're right. Damn it. John, throw hat down in disgust. I love just the...
Indeed.
John, Capsulug punch Capsulug card. Sweet catch. What? John, take PDA. The two-card Silodex inventory of dumbasses. John, level up. Colonel Sassacre, level up for slaying the imp. Colonel soars to new heights on his echelon, reaching the rung one-man julep vacuum and pockets 9,550 boon dollars. Chump change for the genteel aristocratic southern colonel. Bathtub, level up for slaying the imp.
I'm dead.
The bathtub searches heroically and surpasses the rung Archimedes Aqua Cradle, proceeding directly to the vaunted rung Taft Jammer.
Right.
The tub makes off with the cool 490 boon dollars. The tub's basin capacity remains unaffected. Safe, level up for slaying the imp. The safe was slain in battle. A great flaming nautical pyre carries it off to Vault Hala.
What is this fucking webcomic? Oh my god, I keep forgetting about these panels.
The
Small
bit.
gags.
God.
John, make your way up those stairs post haste. I think that's really what it is that Homestuck is just really good at committing to the bit.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Way too good at it.
You're not sure. They look pretty precarious to you. But you've been assured the stairs are perfectly navigable. Lad scramble. Lousy goddamn stupid stairs. Yeah, like look, fucking... Bathtub solos duck scratch.
What made her build that? I'm dead. No. No. I keep saying that. God. What's
Dave,
wrong with me?
Ignore little Cal and find Beta. Bathtub sweeps. You wander over to the place where your bro keeps his sweet turntable gear. Man, that setup is sweet. You feel pangs of jealousy whenever you walk by it. Really cool jealousy, though. Like the kind where instead of getting all worked up about it, you don't actually give a shit. One of your brother's rad and extremely expensive ninja swords is missing, though. You know this drill all too well. Trouble's a-brewin'. Dave, take expensive ninja sword. What sword? Dave, exit your bro's room. You approach the exit. There's something on the door you haven't seen before. Looks like one of your bro's ironic comics he left for you to check out. God. Does anyone want to voice the Muppet Scott and the Muppet Baby comic?
Not particularly.
What have I done? Animal, please start breathing. Oh god, please breathe. Okay, make-believe time is over. Oh god, oh god, oh god, oh god, oh god. What will Annie do to me if she finds out? No one can ever know. I have to hide the body, but where? Think, imagination. Ugh, the one time I really need you. Hello, Rolf. I want to play a game. I want to play a game. I want to play a game.
What the fuck?
I want to play a game.
I would like to
No.
play a game.
Uh,
I never realized that that's supposed to be a small Kermit. I always viewed the little spirals as the eyes, and then didn't think too much
Wait.
about. But it's supposed to be a little Kermit.
oh my god!
Yep.
Crazy.
Wow. Changed my whole fucking worldview. For years, I thought those were little swirlies. What is wrong with me?
Yeah, no, same.
You're welcome for enlightening you.
Wow.
Okay, some of the stuff you know he's just leaving around to get under your skin. This is obviously another ploy in his relentless siege of one-upmanship to get your goat. The same goat you've been meaning to bleat like ironically, but that will still have to wait for a more appropriate time. You think he knows that deep down, you feel like you're still not ironic enough to get stuff like this, and this is probably some weird gauntlet he's throwing down to see if you'll get it. But honestly, you think this material is just a little too ironic. You just don't need to see this shit right now. Dave, go to the kitchen. No sign of bro in here either. Well, aside from the absurd quantity of awesome, dangerous stuff he leaves lying around. Dave, transfer katana to Stray Specibus. With an escalating sense of threat, you think it's time to shift 9, your katana 9, to your Specibus. You figure it's better to free up the card anyway, since you might need to grab some of this stuff. Dave, set blender to mix. You guess bro stuck some fake blood capsules in that puppet. Pretty gross.
Who?
You spot one of your bro's many webcams nearby recording the incident. It seems you may have just been an unwitting accessory to some sort of grisly puppet snuff film. You're not totally sure how you feel about that. Dave, capture log Buster Sword from behind the microwave. This might be the only thing in the whole apartment that's a bigger piece of shit than your own sword. You put it back behind the microwave where it belongs. Dave, set
Hey.
blender to crushed ice.
What's wrong with Final Fantasy, Dave?
Okay, but like, have you ever tried to wield a fully metal Buster Sword, like accurate size? My friend has one. That shit's unwieldy.
Cloud is just built different, okay?
So true.
Don't diss my king.
It's just sort of bouncing around in there. You're making a bit of a mess now. Dave, hide evidence in microwave.
Oh.
See, like his hobbies are cool and all, and you guess he's got to put his shit somewhere. But what if you just wanted to heat up a burrito or something? This kitchen's pretty much useless. Dave, grab those fireworks. You capture log all the fireworks. 2 + 1 + 2 + 1 + 2 + 1 + 2 + 2 + 2 = 15, divided by 10 = 5. The sink has to offer. You just know these are gonna come in handy. Why would they be in the sink if they weren't? Looks like one of them is still stuck in the garbage disposal. Dave, capture log shurikens. You grab the shurikens, 5, and hey, careful where you're putting stuff. Especially if you were looking to turn your Silodex into a powder keg full of sharp things. You put the box of fireworks, 3, back into card 5, and prepare to start or card 3 apparently. That settles that, you guess. Dave, take Nunchaku. You take the Nunchaku, 3, once again grabbing without thinking ahead. You capture log the box, 5, again. Well, you adeptly avoid the shuriken trap, which you yourself set only moments ago. You again round up all the fireworks. Time to regroup here. Dave, capture log each shuriken individually. You grab each shuriken, 3, one at a time, knocking out the nunchaku. But no worries, you've got a plan. Dave, capture nunchucks. You take the nunchucks. 6. Everything seems to be in order now. It would have been badass to go with the authentic Japanese names for each weapon, but sometimes you've just got to compromise with this modus. Dave, examine fetch modus. You flip over the fetch modus and check out the back. You're not really sure where it is you're keeping this thing. Oh well, who cares? Dave, press the eject button. Oh hell no, not after all that trouble you just went through to get that stuff situated. This is potentially a very dangerous button. Dave, change to Scrabble points hash modus. First, you program your modus with the Scrabble points hash function, adding it to the list. A1, B3, C3, D2, E1, F4, G2, H4,
Must you
I1.
read them?
No.
Must you read all 26 letters and their values?
I suppose I do not have to. This might be a cool function to use, but it looks like you'll have to empty your Sylladex to select it. You're just gonna not do that yet. No way. Dave, check the box, detect collisions. Okay. Dave, take the skateboard. And just what is this guy so happy about? What's he looking at up there? You think if you see one more soft, bulbous bottom being, like, kind of jutting out and impudent or whatever, you're gonna fly off the handle. You take the skateboard. 6. Actually, no you don't. A collision has been detected. You take the, wheeled ride? Man, your inventory's nomenclature is getting lamer by the minute. Dave, capsulog the unplugged power cord. You take the power cord. 5. Wait, no, not gonna work. Dave, think of a new word for power cord. You take the battery pack. 8. Damn it. You take the battery pack. 9, using the Y as a consonant. Your Sylladex reluctantly accepts. It is a tactic notoriously employed by hashmap noobs, but you just don't care about that now. Besides, it's not like your bros around to see.
Hashmap nudes.
Listen.
Freud is rolling in his grave currently.
Shut up, bros. This is my favorite Dave sprite. Just the little jump.
I love his little silly
It is
little
very
jump.
charming.
I myself have done that in surprise at one point.
Yeah.
I
I
think Spades
would not put it past
scared the living hell out of me, and I did a little jump after, and I was like, I paused and went, I never want to do that again.
God.
I'm wholly unsurprised by this development.
Dave, search for some mad snacks, yo. Oh, it was just little Cal again. You can never stay mad at him. Anyway, you've got to get this wave rude hunger under control. You figure you ought to scope the fridge for some grub. This hunger is so ill-mannered, it would make a room full of snooty dowagers commit mass suicide.
What?
Gino, I have also done that jump before. I had saw a mouse, and the rest is history.
Yeah.
I see.
Oh god, more shitty swords. Of course you knew these were in here. You're not even sure why you looked. If you want to keep any food or beverages in this apartment, you've pretty much got no choice but to hide stuff away in your closet. Dave, take swords. This poor kid. The hell with it. You try to take the entire jumble of unbelievably shitty swords and brace yourself for... Looks like that works actually. 2. You capsulog the jumble of unbelievably shitty swords. Dave, use Ice Maker. It's still hot around here. You dispense several cherry bombs. Wait, who's that looking at you in the reflection? Where'd the little dude scamper off to this time? Dave, capsulog cherry bombs. You go for the cherry bombs unsuccessfully. After mulling it over a bit, you take the red spherical salutes. Dave, take blender. Blender is a pretty simple word, and you can already tell that it's not gonna work. Instead, you take the whirling blade pitcher. That's really a much better name for it anyway, you think. Dave, activate garbage disposal. Dave, snuff down Mr. Purple Guy into the garbage disposal. You're still not sure what he's so happy about, or what he's looking at up there. While you're at it, you dump the contents of the blender, whirling blade pitcher, into the disposal, but you suffer an unfortunate garbage disposal head jam. You notice something in the reflection. Something above you. Dave, look up. No.
Hello, Dave.
God!
It's the hatch to the crawl space above your apartment. Bro's always tucking away in there when he's busting out his rad stealth stunts. He's so slick that dangling cord never even jostles. You just know he's being ironic with the weird mind games. There's no way anyone could be serious about aping those shitty movies. Dave, use the turntables and cinder blocks to make a fort. Howdy there. Welcome. It's a pretty sweet fort you just made, and you're pretty sure your brother would agree. Under different circumstances, you might be high-fiving over it right now. But rather than get inside and take her for a spin, you really just need to use it to get up to that hatch. Dave, yank cord. It's time to face your destiny. No going back now.
Oh.
There they go.
Oh no.
Rather unfortunate.
Oh.
God. Yeah, there was pretty much no way there wasn't going to be a bunch of puppets in there. Oh yeah, and then it's this conversation again.
We read that one, yeah.
Yeah. Dave, read the note on the hatch. Bro, Roof, now. Bring Cal. We're doing it, man. We're making this happen. Dave, burst out of the puppet pile like the one. Dave, be the other guy. You are now the other guy. John, take dowels and sheets from bed and make a tent. This is so much fun. A huge waste of time, yes, but so much fun.
Ah!
John, carve
That's
a
so
totem.
fucking mean.
Poor John, just Rose throwing the stuff out. John, carve a totem of the punched pogo card. You put the punched card containing the pogo ride in the slot, and a carved totem from one of the Cruxide dowels. John, repeat process with the other cards and dowels. You use the card containing the code for the hammer, as well as the one with the random code you punched over the shaving cream card for the hell of it. You carve the respective totems for the cards. Dave does show a lot of facial emotion in Act 2. He's got a lot of really good sprites and just just panels.
Indeed.
John, do same thing with Capsulog card. You make a totem for the Capsulog card. Pretty bare bones looking totem, if you ask you. Rose, collect totems. You stow the totems in your Anthenium. Rose, produce Capsulog card. The Alchemeter requires 1 unit of any type of grist to produce 1 card. You decide to use Shale since it seems less generally useful than Build Grist as of now. You make a whole bunch of them. Whoa, did you just make all these?
I think they just went to the restroom.
They just went to the restroom.
Yeah,
I
looks like it.
All right, I will temporarily be Rose, unless Pearls, would you like to temporarily be Rose?
I mean,
Sure. Ah, my back hurts. God. All right, let me do this.
Oh, they said they'll be right back.
All right.
That works too. We can just wait.
What's happening?
yeah, we
Okay.
could just wait.
Yeah, they're
It's
just
no
gonna
issue.
be right back. But yeah, there's a lot of really good like Dave panels in Act 2. We get a lot of good stuff from him. It sucks that like Jade doesn't get any screen time, like real screen time, until Act like 3 or 4, pretty much. Because like Jade deserves so much more screen time. To be fair, later on in the story, I feel like Rose progressively gets less screen time.
Yeah.
Yeah. And Jade does end up getting like a bit more. John and Dave get a whole bunch because of the whole like Vriss Resi like rivalry that they have where they're guiding both of them.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
That whole thing.
My apologies.
It's all good.
I was heeding the call of the wild, as one must. Yes.
Sweet, thanks. What did you do with all the blue wobbly vase looking things?
I brought the totems out to the alchemeter to test them. I'm taking some things into my own hands to save some time.
Okay. You create a hammer at the expense of 2 units of build grist. You make a pogo ride too. -5 build, 1 shale. You use the totem carved with the random code. You create a rocket pack with some random crap stuck inside it. Looks like a cinder block, a violin, and a flower pot. The items have rendered the device completely inoperable. You figure you might as well just put this piece of junk to use. John, collect cards. Using a little strategy, first you grab Harry Anderson's Wise Guy by Mike Caveney, and then the cards. Then you eject your PDA, and then the book again to flush the cards into your deck. Nice going. John, turn on Detect Collisions. You flip your fetch modi, but find no such option. This is idiotic. John, read book. Be Wise Guy. Who would like to read?
Oh, God.
I can if you like.
I am choosing to read this in some sort of a mobster voice. That is the voice I hear when I read it in my own head.
Yeah.
Same.
Hello, Spades.
Michael Wave.
Michael Wave.
Liz, I don't want to fucking hear it. I'm fucking starving, so I'm gonna make food. I can read this if you'd like, though.
Go for it.
All right. Blood loss in the Big Easy. New Orleans, 1977. The close-up room at the Magic Castle was the mean little box that tended to fill up with so much smoke you'd swear someone was cremating a wet dog in there. In walks Anderson. There isn't much that gets liquor to pause its journey from the table to my lips, but I'll be the bastard love child of a listless octoroom if that kid wasn't the cat that swallowed the canery in a dapper little hat. Sorry. Is Bryce hungry? Big hungry mans? Yeah, that's me. I'm big hungry mans. Alright, fucking. It looked like he was testing the tensile strength of his suspenders to the damn near limit with a pair of cocky thumbs. I wasn't impressed, but I was a fool. Somehow, in my motion for another beverage, he had already slipped into polite conversation at a table held down by some notoriously brusque regulars. He had them in no time flat. They were melting butter in his glass ramekins. Whatever tidy yarn he'd spun to win them over, I didn't catch a word of it. One of them laughed. I was angry. Envious? Maybe a little. Yeah, you bet I was. Anderson had one of those little wooden finger choppers that Mickey Hades used to sell. The kind where the blade could be removed and clearly shown. It was a very convincing little guillotine that did not look like a novelty store toy. Harry would get a guy to examine the chopper and then cut a cigar. Where's the cigarette? Oh my god. Wow, yeah. Then cut a cigarette in half. Then he held the guy's hand up and told his little silly story. The story, of course, was artifice. A distraction for the guy in the audience while he worked his stuff with the chopper. Or it would become that once his famous chopper trick was perfected, vaulting him into fame, fortune, and a crowning position in the television judiciary. With what became his signature a plum?
Yeah.
A plum.
Yeah.
That is
What-
correct.
With what became his signature a plum, Anderson was in moments of font of breast pocket gauze, profuse apology, and redoubling determination. It's really amazing how hard it is to find a bloody sausage-sized piece of a guy on the floor of a room that dark and smoky. Impossible. I think we all proved. Just as impossible as Blind Willie Buttermilk Stubbs was gonna find it to work his trumpet tomorrow night without his twiddling fingers. A.
A.
You never really understood what Caveney's relation to Anderson was, or why he wrote this book about him. His ambivalent attitude towards your favorite magician and in these anecdotes always struck you as a little weird, and to be honest, you tend not to read much of the text in the book. You mostly like to look at the diagrams for all the cool tricks.
Another one.
Must we?
I just oh god. I just read the things about Hussey talking about how the characters have their times to shine. Yeah, like I feel like definitely they each have like their moments, but I feel like there's definitely some that have like a bit more than others.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah.
I'm inclined to agree.
I don't know if you heard the conversation that was happening while you were gone.
Very vaguely.
Yeah.
I was listening to the stream, but I don't think I heard everything.
Fair. Do we want to read this one too?
John says he doesn't read the text.
That's so fair.
So that means I don't have to.
Oh yeah, that's right. The old hole in the ace trick. Interestingly enough, pertaining to pinching holes in cards and making them disappear and stuff. Your hands were never really strong enough to make this one work all that well either. But actually, this gives you an idea. You should link me to that list or post it in the VOFT chat if you're in there. Because I would like to see that list a whole lot. Also, yeah, no, they definitely had favorites. You overlap the two-punch cards. They mask each other's hole patterns. You carve another totem using the new combined hole pattern. John, take it to the alchemeter. Oh man, looks like Rose made 1,000,000 hammers for some reason. Get all this shit out of the way. You're about to make something sweet.
Oh yeah.
You got the pogo hammer. I want to make a pogo hammer so bad. I need to.
It looks so cool.
Yeah.
The alchemized one.
Get like industrial grade springs.
That I
Yeah.
literally thought about it. Like I was gonna get like just a bike handle for the bottom, just a PVC pipe, a block of wood, and then industrial fucking string like springs.
My god.
John, practice with new weapon.
Crunching.
What? Shh. You ain't hear shit.
Nah,
You
don't
are
worry about
making mouth sounds into the mic.
it. Rose.
What did you do?
Combine the cards in the lathe thingy and made this. It is so sweet. Man, look at me go.
I see. That was a really good idea, John. Nice work.
Thanks. I got the idea from Harry Anderson.
Who?
You know this show Night Court?
No.
Oh, well, the bottom line is he's awesome. That's really all there is to say on the matter. John, attack the nearest imp to test Pogo Hammer's strength. I'm at the point where anytime I hear Harry Anderson, I more so think of, like, Homestuck 2 Harry Anderson than I do the actual actor.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, no, that thing isn't, like, 100% going to get, like, swung with way too much force.
I fear you will break something, nominally your own self.
Possibly. The thing of it is like, all you gotta do is get, like, essentially get a mallet and then saw the two, like, saw it in half, like a rubber mallet, and then just attach it to the springs. And then that's how you get the two ends.
Sounds like a recipe for disaster.
Probably.
It sounds amazing.
It does. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna make it. I'm gonna
Oh,
make
Lord.
real pogo hammer. You get a viciously rhythmic,
Viscous. I love that.
viciously rhythmic bouncing combo going and easily slay the imp in one blow. You and the pogo rider catapulted sky high in the process. Sweet catch.
I love how fast things just like fly out the window or like fall and shit in this goddamn comic. It's so
Yeah.
funny.
I'm just remembering the gif from the last time we were reading that was just John not getting caught by the bed and just going flying. Ugh.
I like seeing these little amoebas just get flung all over the place.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Sick. I will have to look at that list. Thank you for sending it. I will have to look at that in a moment.
It is very interesting to behold.
I can imagine. Rose, Pastor John. Jegbert is fucking dead. More at 11. God.
I will say, at the very least, it is nice to be in the top 5.
Yeah. Hey, that was a pretty, nice,
Sweet catch.
yeah, save. Oh, yeah, this is pretty comfy. Why don't you just, like, carry the bed around with me on it? Up to the gate up there.
I can't interact with you directly or anything that you are touching. If it will result in moving you. See?
Oh, lame.
The game probably regards that as a kind of cheating. In a way, thieving you of your free will as an adventurer and need to advance by your own skill and ingenuity. The server player is just a facilitator.
Well, okay. All that scurrying around is kind of wore me out. I think I'm going to rest here for a bit. Rose, can you keep the imps at bay? Like, drop some stuff on them as if they sneak too close?
No, you should pick up your hammer and defend yourself.
What? Come on.
I have no idea what the hell Dave is up to, or if he's any closer to recovering the game. There is some stuff I'd like to try, in case he doesn't come through.
Oh, alright. I'm just gonna rest my eyes here for a second, though.
God, famous last words.
Rose, check Alchemy Excursus. Looks like a sort of index documenting all known results for punch card alchemy combinations. This could be a convenient resource as you start to stumble on more useful card combinations, but ever since John started punching cards, you've been contemplating other ways this item manufacturing system could be put to use. In particular, if you obtain the code for any item at your disposal, you think you could theoretically send the code to John, and he could make it himself. That is, if you can think of anything that would be worth sending to him. Rose, capture log server CD. You eject the disk and capture log the server CD. Rose, message John the capture code. Oh, god damn it. Rose got one of those like 5-year-old laptops that no longer has battery life unless it's plugged in.
Yeah.
God.
Indeed.
Yeah, I had myself one of those.
In her defense, which is to say mine, it was 2009.
That's so true. That's so fucking true. John, wake up. It's her, the silly.
Yeah!
Okay, shit.
It's a Lenovo ThinkPad. Yeah.
Hey!
Whoa, there you are.
How's your adventure going, John?
It's okay. I'm making some progress, and Rose finally connected again, so she's helping me now.
That's good.
Oh, but like, I don't think I'm actually saving the world here. I don't know what I'm really accomplishing, but I guess it's not that.
Well, I think whatever it is must be pretty important. Don't lose hope, John. I think it will all turn out for the best if you stay positive. Just keep listening to your grandmother's advice.
Yeah, you're probably right, but, I don't think I mentioned Nana to you, did I?
Oh, I don't know, didn't you?
I don't know. Maybe you talked to Rose or Dave about it or something?
Yeah, maybe that was it.
They're really weird when they talk to me about you. They're always trying to convince me you have some spooky powers, but I'm always like, no, she seems like a pretty regular girl to me. But then when I think back, maybe there are times when it seems like you know some things. Like, maybe you know more about a thing than you're telling me. I don't know.
Oh, well, John, I want to explain lots of things to you. Some things that I know, I'm just waiting.
Waiting for what?
Oh, John, I forgot I was messaging you about that meteor that fell near my house.
Oh, yeah, whatever happened with that?
Oh boy, well, it turns out I was confused about it. Really confused. See, I guess I fell asleep for a while and lost track of time. That happens.
Yeah, I know. Tell me about it. Maybe you should, like, wear an alarm clock or something. So, what was the deal with the meteor?
Well, it's hard to explain, but I know what it is now, and now I know everything's going to be okay.
So, what is it? Or is this just another thing you're waiting to tell me?
Oh gosh, John, I really want to tell you all this stuff, but I can't yet. I really think you need to wake up first.
Huh?
Well, okay, not literally. Well, okay, maybe kinda literally.
Stop being so confusing.
Lol. Anyway, time for you to go, John. I think you have some company.
I forget, is it canon that she has narcolepsy, or is that just like...
I think so. Yeah, she does fall asleep
pretty
very
sure.
often.
Yeah.
She does not have narcolepsy. The thing that is making her fall asleep is Vriska's attempts to mind control her.
Okay.
Is that
She
what that is?
stops. She
I-
stops having sleeping problems
I forgot.
after that.
Yeah, I
Oh,
forgot that,
shit.
like, because I thought, like, in the like, her intro bit, they say that she's, like, narcoleptic, but,
Yes.
yeah.
So
okay,
they
I
do
that
say
makes
that
sense.
she is
like, while we're
narcoleptic
watching these
because
guys, troll
there is no other
shenanigans are happening
explanation.
right then.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, that makes sense. John, quickly grab the pogo hammer. You stick the pogo hammer back in your strife specimen and get ready to kill some more of these pesky little... Huh? What's that? Big man. Rose? Why aren't you dropping something on that thing? Oh no. John, be the imp. You be the imp and quickly abscond the fuck out of there. This is what weaker adversaries do when things are getting too hot to handle, which is frequently. John, prepare for a boss battle. You stop being the imp because that was stupid and scurry over to your magic chest that you suddenly remembered was on the roof. There are some things in here that would be good to stock up on for a major battle, but it looks like someone has plundered your chest. This is so outrageous. You're being ambushed. There isn't as much room to maneuver on this sloping roof. Maybe you should consider making your way to higher ground. John, ascend to the highest point of the house. You go up here. John, look down. You peek over the edge. It already seems like a long way down to your yard, not even to speak of whatever's down below. Hey, weren't your trick handcuffs dangling from that branch earlier? Damn it. Why do imps get to be making off with all your sweet gear? John, turn around. You are confronted with a pair of enormous foes. This is it. You have no choice but to wage a fierce rooftop battle. This is totally gonna be this is totally gonna happen now, and could in no way conceivably be interrupted by a sudden shift in our attention. It's go time. It's time to do this thing. We're doing it, man. We're making this happen. Dave, stop being the other guy. You stop being the other guy. You're not even sure what that meant anyway. Dave, ascend to the highest point of the building.
Acrobatic fucking pirouette.
I love the little side bob.
Same.
You are now the Wayward Vagabond. Wayward Vagabond, got him already. Wayward
Oh.
Vagabond, examine rotten pumpkin. What pumpkin?
And there it is.
Check the little red bar. It appears to be a gauge for a large power cell, perhaps fueled by some kind of nuclear reaction. If this is the case, it is relatively low on fuel, but who knows how long it's been running here. You do not care about this sort of nonsense, and you will disregard it at once. You are very hungry. Capsulog can of gravy. Capsulog, you have no idea what that means. It is total nonsense, and you do not know what to make of it. You will not give it the foolish notion a second thought. Pick up can of gravy. Just pick it up. You just pick it up. You are now holding the can of gravy. Use sharp teeth to poke hole in lid of can. Your teeth are useless for the task. They are blunt like that of livestock, presumably suitable for mashing up plant matter, and not for puncturing metal. Attempt to open can with your weak, pathetic digits. Your weak, pathetic digits are not strong enough to penetrate the can. Your fingers are... I just realized the music. Your fingers are certainly pointy enough, and your black carapace is suitably rigid, but you just don't have enough muscle for the tasks. Take the can labeled beans. Okay, you take that too. Examine can of custard. The can clearly reads mustard, a fact which you were perfectly well aware. It is sort of cumbersome holding all these cans at once. You doubt you can hold many more than this. Maybe one or two. You'll
Hang
need
on,
to
I'll be right back. I'm gonna grab a snack.
Cool.
1 second.
You'll need to find something to put stuff in if you want to carry a lot of things around. Examine marking on wrist. You drop all the cans and take a look at your wrist. It's a sort of specialized barcode pattern. This brings back unpleasant memories, and you would prefer not to dwell on it. Examine the small potted plant. What plant? Check book on human etiquette. It appears half the pages of this book have been eaten. The daunting volume is considerably lighter than it once was. You are somewhat skeptical about the nutritional value contained in the pages. However, of the practical wisdom they contain, there can be little doubt. You have learned so much. Clear out all the cans inside the purple machine. You empty the peculiar cabinet and take a quick inventory of your canned goods. You have beans, mustard, gravy, bread, shrimp, asparagus, cheese, rice, corn, peas, flour, chestnuts, mayo, ham, potatoes, and squash. Such bountiful plenty, and yet the delights taunt you from within their small metal prison. Wayward Vagabond, search room for can opener. You have already looked all over the place for a can opener, even making a few electronic inquiries about one, to no avail. Nothing else inside the purple thing either. Locate nearby sharp object. You wield your trusty knife. It is actually a... You're not sure what they're called. It's an old rusted one of those red mailbox arm swing flappy doodads. Either for letting you know that there is mail in the box, or maybe for alerting the mailman to outgoing mail to be collected. You don't know really. You've wrapped a little piece of cloth around it for a grip. It is useless for opening cans. Be the imp. This means nothing to you. You're not an imp. You have no idea what an imp is, and you will not entertain such frivolous and childish ideas again. You feel stupid and hate yourself a little for even considering it. Become the mayor of Cantown. As the glorious founder of and mayor of Cantown, you erect a dignified, majestic city hall out of cans, fittingly capped off with a tome of good manners for the roof. You have given yourself a very official and important-looking mayoral sash made out of old cables to complete your look of authority. A number of rather civic-minded citizen cans gather in front of the building to offer adulation to their fair and magnanimous leader. All is well.
Aw.
I think it is very charming that we have managed to come upon the mayor segment on the same day that we release the treatise on
Yeah.
representational democracy.
Exactly. Speaking of, if you guys haven't seen that video that released today, I suggest to go watch it. It's really good.
Okay.
It is. It's a fun one. If you like the lore of Earthsea, it is all about it.
Ooh, okay.
It is very good.
You immerse Oh, sorry. Continue.
I am sorry if the cat's purring is loud. He is.
Nah, I can't hear it.
Okay.
Yeah, I can't hear it either.
He is purring directly into the microphone. So I'm not sure how.
Discord's weird when it comes to your mic.
I see.
You immerse yourself in this beautiful dream as you whittle away the minutes or perhaps hours. You love the idea of being mayor. You love everything about mayors and the concept of an orderly civil democracy. It all seems so mannerly and reasonable to you. Everyone is friendly and happy, and the city runs like clockwork. The foundation of the government is based on mutual respect between the leader and its people. It also is built on having a really great mayor that everyone loves, who is totally amazing and heroic and brave. Mayors are so much better than kings. You hate kings, and you think kings are really stupid. They are petty, bossy tyrants, and are really full of themselves, and are basically awful in every way. God, do you hate kings. Wayward Vagabond explores the west of Cantown. Over here on the other side of the room, there is another one of those purple storage boxes, and some useless objects scattered around on the floor. Wayward Vagabond, use glowing green rock to open cans. You pick up the nugget of uranium and... Oh, that was stupid. Why would you do that? Examine box of crayons. It's chalk, numbnuts.
Hey.
Inside the box, there are 12 pieces of chalk in every color of the... 10 pieces of chalk in most colors of the rainbow. You were excited by this. Try to open the storage box. It's locked. There must be some sort of release mechanism for this thing. Examine contents of yellow container. The container is full of motor oil. This does not seem useful to you right now. Rescue that poor lightning bug. There is nothing you can do for this little friend. Attempting to crush the amber encasing the firefly would likely cause it harm. It nevertheless bravely flashes on. You find its light alluring, inspiring. To you, it seems as if it could quite easily serve as the light of... democracy.
Wow.
Use the chalk to draw some roads. You sketch a handsome network of sprawling thoroughfares for your citizens to traverse. The adoring population applauds its mayor's keen instincts for city planning. I love that all the trees are blue. You even add some lush vegetation to your city with a piece of blue chalk, because you can't seem to find a more suitable color for some reason. Lay a chalk foundation for Cantown's city growth. You develop westward, settling those fertile plains and claiming them for your city. You section off a number of residential and commercial zones for civic growth, arranged in the only logical pattern that occurs to you. You color the residential zones with your piece of white chalk, but for some reason none of the colors in the box strike you as suitable for the commercial zones. Perhaps there is an alternative. Use your own pee for the commercial zones. You cannot urinate because you have not had anything to drink in quite some time. You are very thirsty. Also, that is a really terrible idea, and you would not consider befouling your wonderful city in that way for even a moment. Use motor oil to designate commercial zones. You fill each empty square with a bit of motor oil to complete the zoning. It looks rather striking to you. You can hardly imagine that an up-and-coming young can trying to make it in the world would not be delighted to live in your fair district. You are very careful not to get any of the unpleasant fluid on your person. Peel label from can of mayo and affix it to sash.
Wow.
Here he is, the mayor. Survey surroundings in search of more terrain for city. It seems you have run out of territory for your western expansion, but there is still a lot more empty wall space. Perhaps your citizens would be happier with a colorful backdrop that would make them feel more at home. Using most of your imagination and an entire piece of sky blue chalk, you render a bright and cheerful sky full of clouds. You have decided that that very closely orbiting your city is a luminous planet, about which orbits a single moon. You switch to another shade of blue and continue rendering it on the western wall. Orbiting much further from your city are 4 planets. None of these have satellites. You have decided, yes, that makes sense, you think. And on the southern wall, beyond an impenetrable veil of darkness occupying the furthest orbit yet, there is an ominous planet. A moon circles this one too. Check that rampaging boy on the screen. Oh yeah, it's that guy. You had almost forgotten about him and his confusing shenanigans. It seems like he has things well in hand at the moment. He does not appear to need your help, and you have already concluded that he cannot help you, at least for the time being. Turn on the other 3 screens. You have no idea how to turn these on. There is no mouse for this weird quadra-monitored computer. It can only be operated through text commands from its keyboard. Perhaps there is a special key or command which will allow you to switch to another monitor. Press tab. I am still so sad to this day that they stopped producing Tab.
It's just, if you want Tab, just drink Diet
Why
Coke.
do you mourn a shitty diet soda?
Because I drank it a lot and it was really good.
Yeah, that's aspartame addiction.
Yeah.
Just drink diet sodas.
Listen.
I assure you, you will get your fix if you just drink a Diet Dr. Pepper. I hear that from the normals at work that is a really good one.
I've actually never tried Diet Dr. Pepper. I've been a Dr. Pepper purist. I enjoyed Diet Coke though. Consume several cans.
Disgusting.
You free the heavenly brown elixir from the jewels of the pink carapace and imbibe like the wind. It is so sweet and sugary. You wonder how much sugar can fit into one can. Whatever mighty wizard concocted this potion is truly deserving of your fear and respect. I guess. How much sugar is there?
None.
That's definitely something to look up.
It's none. The answer is none.
There are 0 grams of actual sugar in a can of Tab. This is because it is full of aspartame.
Exactly. Welcome to the
Diet sugar.
Yeah. Welcome to rest into the city. The tabs are neutralized as loyal new citizens of Cantown. All cans are welcome and equal in your city, regardless of can content, and whether empty or full. It's not like emptying a can kills it or anything. They're just cans after all. Feeling refreshed and heavily caffeinated, you go back to work on the big computer. You hit escape, which seems to minimize the action window thingy and reveals a history of all the commands you've entered. I love that they really just let you just go through like almost all of it. You use the arrow key to scroll up a bit. You can't believe how much you've already typed into this stupid contraption. What a waste of time. You scroll all the way up to the first command. It looks like there are more commands above it. Maybe someone was entering commands on this thing before you? There aren't many more. At the top of this list appears to be the very first command. Type switch 2. You activate screen 2. The signal is garbled and you have no idea what you're looking at. Some sort of filthy beggar pleading for help? No one is around and nothing is happening. You seem to be locked out of any sort of interaction with whatever's happening on this monitor. Type switch 3. It's another one of these rapscallions. This monitor is locked too, so you can't tell him what to do. Not that you really want to, since it just looks like more confusing nonsense to you. You consider switching to screen 4, but decide against it. You have a feeling that whatever is there would just confuse you even more, and you don't even really care all that much anyway. Type home. All 4 screens activate. Together they display a countdown, starting at 4 hours and 13 minutes. Type reboot. You can't. Nothing is working anymore. The timer seems to have disabled the keyboard. I love just the...
Yeah.
Enough of this nonsense. You are an important mayor, and this absurd contraption has wasted enough of your time. You've got a city to govern with a carapist fist, which is to say, firm, yet polished and supple, as the situation demands. Anyway, this will help you kill some time while you wait for that clock to count down. Create employment opportunities for the citizen cans. You temporarily dismantle City Hall to free up all the can power available to create a vigilant town militia. You divide them into 2 groups, marking them with distinct teams and ranks using the piece of white chalk and motor oil. You then organize them in a phalanx across the countryside, preparing for a stiff training regimen. When you are through with them, your forces will be well-oiled machines. Chalk another one up to bold leadership. Lead your men to victory.
I love how he gets all giddy.
Yeah. I think this is the first time I've watched this Flash since I've learned the rules of chess. You waste more than 4 hours on this tomfoolery. Mourn the loss of Citizen Tab. Your caffeinated jittering must have agitated all the little bubbles curiously hidden in the liquid, creating too much pressure in the can. You speculate that this is why it exploded as you nervously eye the timer. You are starting to wonder what will happen when it reaches 0. Maybe it would be best not to be near it when it happens. Minutes in the future. Though perhaps not as few as implied by the circumstance. A peregrine mendicant trundles precious cargo beneath the gleam of the celestially ominous.
Aw, I love PM.
PM's great. Go outside and get some sun. You say a bittersweet goodbye to your beloved city. It is time to move on to greener pastures, by which of course you mean an arid sandy wasteland upon which nothing green has grown in years. The door shuts behind you. A panel on the door becomes illuminated. As you ponder over the marks on the panel, you hear another mechanical sound overhead. The LCD panel appears to have a touchscreen interface. Curiously prod the funny-looking spirograph. It appears the funny-looking spirograph room is locked. The floor rotates a full 360 degrees beneath you, while the surrounding wall seems to stay put. Select the triangly fractal. The triangly fractal room does not appear to be locked. The floor turns 120 degrees, and the door opens. You go through the door to find another room. It's the same size as the other one you just wasted all that time in, while a clock was ticking down to something which may or may not be your doom. Maybe there is something in there that will help you escape. Against the wall, there is another perplexing contraption. Against the opposite wall is some sort of control panel which catches your eye. It has 2 large screens, but only one appears to be active. There are fields for numbers which appear to be modifiable with the dials to the right. Some numbers are already supplied by default, perhaps entered by the previous user. There are a few buttons below, the largest one bearing the symbol marking this room. Also, it looks like there is a meter stick propped up there for some reason. Attach your trusty knife to the meter stick. You immediately craft a measuring spear, though possibly the most advanced form of alchemy employed thus far. This is obviously the most important thing to do first. Obviously. It's so funny, because when I did my Mare cosplay all those years ago, I genuinely got a meter stick and just taped, like, a foam rusted, flappy dealy on it.
That's awesome.
Yeah. Or it would obviously be the most important thing to do if you had remarked to bring your trusty knife. You feel so insecure without your trusty knife. It makes you want to slit your wrists, or at the very least, flog the carapace with some sort of measuring apparatus. Look at the other wall.
Mayor, buddy.
Buddy. You examine the perplexing contraption across the room. You, of course, have no idea what it could possibly do. You adopt the only obvious course of action, which is to poke and prod at it with your handy ruler. You are quite sure this is what science is all about. Press the triangle pattern. You go back to the control panel, which probably obviously controls that gizmo, and you push the big blue button on, which is obviously probably the most obvious thing to push. You purify a pumpkin. Examine pumpkin. It seems this mysterious gourd was transported, purified, from a specific time and location somewhere on this planet you are on. You wonder if the machine, a purifier, will take any object that exists at whatever time and location you supply. There is a symbol carved onto the pumpkin. You don't know what it means, but you doubt it'll ever prove to be relevant in any way. Devour pumpkin. You consider dining on the ripe flesh of the plump vegetable, but your curiosity about the purifier gets the better of you. You try and sneak a nibble from the pumpkin nonetheless. Inspect green buttons. You first examine the attractive green buttons. The icon for the one on the left is that house shape you've seen plenty of times before. The right one on closer inspection appears to be the map for this underground facility, with an X marking its center. Press green button on right. You push the button. All of the numbers change. Perhaps these are the coordinates for the location of the center of this facility, along with the local date and time. If this is the case, it would make a useful reference point to your current bearings. One way to find out would be to attempt to purify something from this facility. It should be easy to zero in on a location relative to the center because you have an uncanny knack for tracking precise distances you have already traversed in whatever units you choose. Your handy ruler gives you a good clue as to the basic unit of human measurement. You will go with that. Purify your trusty knife. You nudge the coordinates very slightly and bump up the elevation by 0.5 human measurement units. You make sure to keep the time approximately what it was to begin with. You purify your trusty knife. Purify can town. You nudge the numbers a bit more and purify a bunch of cans. This is so much more efficient than walking back into the other room and getting them. You are to believe that time is at a premium after all. Do you purify the pumpkin? Does this machine look like a depurifier to you? Honestly, the idea that a purifier could both purify and depurify things is so laughably ridiculous. You would wish someone would depurify your brain and repurify it with a brain that is more smart and less dumb. Use trusty knife to carve spook schema in pumpkin. What the hell are you talking about? That idea makes no sense. I just realized there's no music going on. At all and is basically meaningless. Try to use that mushy stuff in your gourd next time. Instead, you just carve off the top, exposing a decadent cache of gorgeous seed-laden ambrosia. Needless to say, you consume all of it rather quickly, but it turns out to be too gross for us to watch. WV, move spirograph switch. You cannot move it. It has a spirograph-shaped indentation and possibly will require a special kind of key to turn. Purify Firefly out of the amber. Whee! You release your blinky new friend. You will give her a name when something suitably whimsical occurs to you. Adjust time dial to purify rotten pumpkin. You and Serenity consider new ways to waste more time with the Purifier. You are assuming she is a girl firefly, even though you are not really sure that fireflies can even be girls. You target the extremely tasty rotten pumpkin that was sitting in the other room hours ago. It seems the Purifier cannot purify something if it will create a time paradox. The gelatinous ghost pumpkin purifies and quickly dissolves into a pile of unappetizing sludge. Purify the grate over the entrance to the facility. Serenity, let's go. Serenity blinks a message of urgency. You nearly forgot that while trapped in amber, she was witness to all your tomfoolery and dilly-dallying in the other room, and knows the timer is about to expire. It is time to get this show on the road and escape. You reset the coordinates with the right green button again, and this time only adjust the elevation by approximately 10 human measurement units. By the way, I'm so glad I installed the Morse code translator.
That's good, that's good. Yeah, listen, the way I first read this, I literally went to a separate website that was so complicated to use just to translate what Serenity was saying.
Yeah, they just give us Morse code and they're just like, yep, if you wanna solve it, you gotta solve somewhere else. God. Wayward Vagabond, hasten to the exit post-haste. Oh, wait. You attempt the rare and highly dangerous 5x cliffhanger combo and fail. We're doing it, man. We're making this happen.
We're making this happen.
Unpsych. WV, ascend. And a Vac 2.
Oh, hell yeah!
We did it.
Woo!
We did it. We did it, you guys.
We
We did it.
Aw, yeah.
Oh wow.
Proud of us.
Crazy.
Look at us. We did it. And that was a little bit less time than last stream.
Better than nothing.
Yeah,
Indeed.
indeed. That was fun, guys. Yeah, next time we'll come back with Act 3 and get to get even more fun reading in. We're slowly making our way through this comic. It's totally not like this is like barely anything comparably. The first four
It's
acts are like absolutely like I think only a
nothing.
fourth. I don't even think is it not even a fourth? Wait a minute.
I don't think it's even a fourth.
I have a visual for this. Where is my Homestuck visual?
Oh, that's right. You do have like a giant infographic, don't you?
I have infographics for everything.
I know.
Yeah, so it is in fact like a fourth of Homestuck comparably to everything else. And that is the first 4 acts, and then the last 2 are the last 3/4 of Homestuck.
Insane.
Absolutely. All right, well, we will see you guys next time. This was fun. Bye, guys.
Bye, gamers.
See you
Bye.
guys.
See you in the next video.
I'm a fucking